In the year 2012, a 13-year-old boy, due to his shy nature, couldn't talk to people, so instead, he started talking to his camera. Unaware at the time, this one decision would go on to make him the biggest YouTuber in the world. This is the story of the king of YouTube, MrBeast. Beast's story begins on May 7, 1998, when James Stephen Donaldson was born in the United States. He was lovingly called Jimmy, and his parents were on active duty in the US military. Jimmy's childhood wasn't easy. His parents were in an abusive relationship, which eventually led to their divorce in 2007. But eventually, the divorce happened, and Jimmy and his younger brother were raised by their single mother from a young age. Jimmy had an obsessive personality, meaning that when he liked something, he couldn't keep himself away from it. At the age of 10, that something was baseball. Even though he loved a team sport, he was still an extreme introvert. He felt very uncomfortable around people. Even on the baseball field, he would wear his cap in a way that hid his face. Jimmy didn't have any friends, and his mother was often away on duty, so he needed something to keep himself occupied at home. That's when he discovered a website where ordinary people, just like him, were sharing videos they had made themselves, and that website was YouTube. He started watching gaming YouTubers who played Minecraft and Call of Duty, and just like with baseball, it didn't take long for him to become completely obsessed with YouTube. Around this time, Jimmy luckily made a friend, Chris Tyson, who, just like him, was a huge fan of YouTube. For the next 2 years, whenever they met, all they talked about was YouTube. At the age of 12, Jimmy saw that his favorite YouTuber, Woody Gamertag, had quit his job and become a full-time YouTuber, and that day, Jimmy realized that the platform he was so obsessed with could actually become a career. So, he made the decision to start his own YouTube channel. Back when Jimmy had created an account on Xbox, he was randomly assigned a username, and that username was MrBeast6000. So, he decided to name his YouTube channel the same, MrBeast6000. Later on, he dropped the 6000 and simply became MrBeast. In the beginning, MrBeast started creating gaming videos without showing his face. Eventually, he moved on to making opinion-based content videos, the kind where gameplay would be playing on the screen, but MrBeast would be giving his opinion on a completely different topic. Eventually, he also started making videos analyzing the strategies and incomes of famous YouTubers. Surprisingly, while MrBeast struggled to express himself in front of people in real life, he had no trouble showing his true self in front of the camera. Until the age of 15, life was going normally for him, filled with baseball and YouTube. But then, one day, everything changed. He noticed that his weight was dropping rapidly day by day. On top of that, he had no trouble showing his true self in front of the camera. Until the age of 15, life was going normally for him, filled with baseball and YouTube. But then, one day, everything changed. He noticed that his weight was dropping rapidly day by day. On top of that, intense stomach pain. Later, it was diagnosed that he had developed a serious condition called Crohn's disease. The illness left him extremely weak, and as a result, he had to give up his favorite sport, baseball, forever. MrBeast was heartbroken, but somehow, this disease pushed him even deeper into YouTube and made him even more determined to work hard. During this time, his mother had no idea that he was making YouTube videos. In fact, whenever he was recording in his room, she thought he was just chatting with a friend on his computer. Back then, MrBeast was editing his videos on his Windows phone, which only recorded in 480p. For editing, he used his brother's old laptop, but by now, he had realized that to make better videos, he needed better equipment. So, for the next year, he saved up every single dollar he could and eventually bought the basics: a laptop, a microphone, and some lights. He also convinced his parents to get him a second-hand iPhone with better equipment in hand. He started making IRL, in real-life, videos. In these videos, he and Chris would usually perform skits, with one main goal: to entertain people. By this time, MrBeast had been doing YouTube for a full 7 years, but success still hadn't come his way. The only reason he kept going was his extreme passion. Even then, his mindset was clear: either he would become the biggest YouTuber in the world, or the biggest YouTuber by the end of his life. Try to become the biggest YouTuber by the end of his life. But his approach wasn't just about hoping for help from others. By now, MrBeast was 17 years old, and he told his mother that he wanted to skip college and pursue YouTube as a full-time career. In response, his mother gave him an ultimatum: if Jimmy wanted to continue living at home, he would have to go to college. Otherwise, he would have to move out. MrBeast had no other option. So, he convinced his mother that he was going to college. But in reality, he was going somewhere else to make YouTube videos. In 2015, MrBeast started making videos that were quite unique and required a lot of effort. For example, in one video, they tried to cut a table using knives. But the catch was that the knives were made of plastic. This made the task very difficult, and the video turned out to be truly unique. They did this during the first month of college. The videos started performing well, and their income grew to the point where they were able to move out of their mother's home and start living independently, just like MrBeast. Other successful entrepreneurs like Sundar Pichai, Sachin Nadella, and Aravind Srinivas also had to step away from home in order to achieve success. One day, he was watching a show called Nudo with Chris. The show had around 700 episodes, and MrBeast just couldn't stop himself from watching it. So, he came up with a video idea that he could shoot while watching the show. He turned on the camera and started counting from 1 to. He started counting all the way to 1 million. It took him a full 40 hours to complete the counting, and when the video was uploaded to YouTube, it blew up. What MrBeast did was so remarkable that the video received 5 million views within the first 5 days, after uploading over 400 videos. Finally, one of MrBeast's videos went viral. It was a lightbulb moment for him. He realized that to be successful on YouTube, he would have to do things that were extremely interesting and almost unbelievable. After that, he made videos where he counted all the way to 200,000 in one video. In one video, he put a microwave inside another microwave and turned it on. In another, he built an entire castle out of plastic cups. It was videos like these that helped his subscriber count grow from just a few hundred to the magical number of 1 million by 2017. Around this stage, he received his first brand deal from a company called Quid. The brand offered him $5,000, but MrBeast asked them to give him only $500 instead. In return, he promised that his video would go viral. Fortunately, the brand agreed. What MrBeast did with that money was something no one else could even dream of. He left his home and gave the entire $500 to the first homeless person he came across. Chris recorded the moment and captured the man's reaction on film. When they uploaded the video to YouTube, it went viral. Seeing the success of this video, even more brands started partnering with MrBeast. More brands started partnering with him. MrBeast continued this donation series using the money from these deals. For example, in one video, he gave multiple Twitch streamers $500 each. In another video, he gave a pizza delivery man $100. And in yet another, he gave his mother $100,000, which allowed her to pay off the loan on their house. MrBeast's strategy was simple. He donated all the money he earned from his videos into the next video, giving away $2,000. Just like that was such a unique idea, that people couldn't help but click on his videos. And when viewers saw the reactions of the people in need there, when they saw these people being helped, they felt a positive emotion known in psychology as the warm glow effect. This is why these videos performed so well. Because of the video's strong performance, MrBeast earned more money from YouTube ad revenue and brand deals, which allowed him to. Finally, his future videos kept getting better and better. Basically, MrBeast had cracked a never-ending cycle. In 2018, MrBeast took his stunt videos to the next level, where a year earlier, he was making videos like cutting a table or counting up to $100,000. Earlier, he used to make videos like those, but now, he started investing thousands of dollars into his videos to take his stunts to the next level. For example, he built a massive mansion using cardboard boxes, became an Uber driver who drives a tank, and stayed underwater for 24 hours. Besides that, he also introduced a new video format. It all started with the format of challenges. In these videos, participants were given an interesting task and the winner would receive a huge prize. For example, in this video, whoever kept their hand on the Lamborghini until the end would win the Lamborghini. Similarly, in another video, they even gave away a private jet to the winner. One of the good things about these videos was that many of MrBeast's friends started appearing in them, like Chandler, Carl and Nolan. As these characters became more popular, The number of returning viewers also increased. By 2018, he had achieved 3 million subscribers, but MrBeast still knew that there was a lot of work to be done on his thumbnails. Until now his thumbnails were quite raw and not strategically designed, but now he started using amazing psychological strategies in his thumbnails. For example, in this video where he spends 24 hours in solitary confinement, he uses a format in the thumbnail known as no clutter. This thumbnail is very clean without any distractions, which automatically draws the viewer's attention to the main character. In the thumbnails he uses the small and big strategy where one element is very small and another is very large. In this video, he was building the world's largest Lego tower, so he placed the tower in the background and himself in the foreground. The human brain has an accurate image of an average person size, which is why our mind is instantly shocked when we see that the tower is many times bigger than a human. This surprise triggers curiosity, and people end up clicking on the thumbnail. He also used color theory to make elements in his thumbnails pop. For example, in this thumbnail, he made the background wall black so that his orange outfit would stand out and draw attention, even though the actual walls in the video were white. These kinds of strategies significantly increased the click-through rate of his videos, but MrBeast knew that just getting people to click on a thumbnail wasn't enough to succeed on YouTube. If viewers didn't watch the video till the end, it would still flop. That's why he developed a genius, minute-by-minute strategy to make sure people stayed engaged throughout. This strategy is clearly outlined in one of his leaked internal documents. He calculated that, at the time, the average length of his videos was around 13.5 minutes. He also knew that generally 30% to 50% of viewers dropped off within the first minute on YouTube. Right at the beginning of the video, he would immediately deliver on the promise made in the thumbnail and title. For example, if the title and thumbnail say he's helping 1,000 people hear again, then the video would start with him putting a hearing aid on the first person within the first 10 seconds. This gives the viewer instant satisfaction and they are encouraged to keep watching. Then, between minute 1 and 3, he uses a technique we called crazy progression. Basically, in this section, the story moves forward very quickly.
लाइक करें